So you're welcome again. This is where we are going to be learning. This is what we are going to be learning today. We are going to be learning styling corners with one line. Styling corners with one line. Yesterday we learned adding padding with one line. So today we are learning how to style corners with one line, whereby you don't have to create many lines for styling all the corners, and your one this thing does everything. So shorthands work with the margin and border radius properties, making it possible to create interesting styles with fewer lines of code. So if you look here, just with one line of code, there are these corners are styled like this. This one is curved, the other side is not curved. And this thing might look difficult, but just hold on until we start it. You're going to see that it's very simple. Click continue. Now to set the right and left margin to 15 pixels in one line, we can use the margin shorthand. So we just come here and we'll type what? Margin. Then top is 0, bottom is 0, because we are setting what? The left and the left and the right. So I remember top is always the first one, second one is right, and bottom is the third one, and the fourth one is always left. So we are asked to set both of them in 15 pixels. And looking at this, you are seeing width of the shape is 100, height of the shape is what? 100, which means both of them, which means this shape is a square. This shape is a square, and we just mark it. Can you see that already? Can you see how the thing worked on? Click on continue. To add top and bottom margin, we set the first and third value to 40 pixels. Top and bottom is always on the first and the third, while right and left is always second and the fourth. So can you see it here? We'll just set both of them 40 pixels, mark them, continue. The border radius property with 4 values rounds the corners in a clockwise direction starting from the top left. So just put border radius, then 30 30 30 30 pixels, 30 pixels, 30 pixels. You mark it. Can you see that? Can you see what it gave us here now? Continue. We can round just the top left corner by changing the first value to 50 pixels and leaving the rest. So we are only rounding the top left. All right, the top left. So we just change the first value to 50 pixels. Every other one will remain 0. Can you see it here? Top left. See the left here now. Can you see that is rounded? Every other side is sharp. Continue. To take border radius to the extreme, we can set a corner to the same value as the height of width, like 100 pixels. So we are now setting the left corner with what? The same radius of the width and height, which means we are trying to compare the curve with the shape. I don't know if you understand. And the size here, this is a square. So look at how it's going to affect it. Can you see it now? The curve was like about you can see it here. It's turning it into a circle. This is when we took it to the extreme. You see the difference? Click continue. We can use border radius to give images a unique touch by doing things like rounding the top right and bottom left corner. Top right, which is the second, bottom left is always the fourth one, and we mark it. Can you see how beautiful this thing is? Top right, see the top right here, see the bottom left here. Why the top left and the bottom right is what is staying normal. Continue. What is the order of value for the margin shorthand? Top right, bottom left. Yes, top right, left. No, it's top right, bottom left. Submit. It's correct. Next one is what's wrong with this code? Okay, looking at this code, what is it that is wrong? now say a pixel does not need to be added. It has 5 values instead of 4. Yes, it has 5 values instead of 4. We are supposed to have only 4 values here. Can you see it's correct? Continue. What is the order of value for the border radius property? The order of value is what? Top left, top right, bottom left. This one now says bottom right, bottom left, top left. No, the answer is top left, top right, bottom left. That's the answer. Click continue. Can you see that? Continue. What happens when we set border radius to these values? When we set border radius to these values, what happens? Bottoms have a rounded top right corner, while image have a rounded top right corner. So looking at this is top and this is right, so which means bottoms have no, their images have a rounded top right corner. That's the correct one. Can you see that? Continue. What happens when we set border radius to this value? When we set border radius to this value, what happens? Paragraph elements have a rounded bottom right corner. Image element have rounded corner. Is this one? Paragraph element have a rounded bottom right, because this is top right, top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, bottom left. Can you see that? So click on continue. Can you see that it's correct? Continue. What's wrong with this code? Looking at this code, what is it that we say that is wrong? They said there's a semicolon after each value. No, 0 doesn't have pixels after it. Okay, looking at it, the answer is what? There is a semicolon after each value. I don't know if you guys observed that. Can you see that it's correct? That's the only thing that is wrong with this code. It's supposed to be colon until you reach the last 0. It will now be semicolon. I don't know if you observe that. Click on continue. It says set the there's not supposed to be any colon. There's not supposed to be any colon or semicolon until the last value. Alright, so here they said set the top margin to 20 pixels, the right margin to 20 pixels, and the rest to 0. So you come here, margin, and now say 20 top margin, you put it at 20 pixels. Top is what? 20 pixels first, pixels. Next one, you put the right margin to 20 pixels. Yes, 20 pixels again, and then the rest is 0. Sorry, I put 0 0. Do you see what I'm saying there? So can you see? It's correct. It's correct. Click continue. It says set the top margin to 20 pixels and the left margin to 20 pixels. So 20 pixels, 20 pixels. That's it. Continue. The set border radius for the top right and bottom right corners to the same value as the height property. Set border radius for the top right and bottom right corners to the same value as the height property. Now under this, okay, set the border radius for the top right to be and bottom right corners to the same value. So top right and bottom right should be the same value as the height. So you come here and find what is the value of the height. The value of the height is 150 pixels. So they said you set the same distance. So we are not using 250 because that one is for width, and they said we should set it the same with height, and we mark that. Can you see that? Can you see the beautiful image, how they curved everything? You click on continue. Set the top right corner and the bottom left corner to 100 pixels and the other to 0. Top right corner and the bottom left corner. Bottom left. Okay, top right corner first. We put 0. That is the top left corner. We now put 100 pixels. Top right corner. We now put the next one is a bottom left corner, so 0 for bottom right corner, and then 100 pixels for bottom right and bottom left corner. So we mark that. Can you see it? Can you see how they covered they curved the whole thing? Let me show you something from here. You are seeing that 150, the width is 150. So from, and because this thing is 100, that's why the thing is now looking like this. Can you see how beautifully well it is curved? And click on continue. Set the top left corner to 100 pixels and the bottom right corner to 100 pixels. The rest should be 0, right? First they say set the top left, which means 100 pixels will come first, and then the bottom right, so 0, then bottom right 100 pixels, then 0 for bottom left. Can you see that it's correct? See how they shaped the image. Click on continue. Set border radius to 0 for the top left corner and 50 pixels for the other corners. Border radius to 0. Okay, 0 for the top left. So we come here and put 0 for top left, and we'll now put for the top left and 50 pixels for other distance. So another one will be 50 pixels, another one 50 pixels, another one 50 pixels. So that's exactly what they asked us to do, and that is it. They are calculating our progress. This is going to be the end. We have 2 keys, but calm down, you don't need to rush it. This is where we are going to end today's class, and you screenshot and send to the group. If you do not like the video in the beginning, like it. I'm just waiting for this thing so that I will show you where you should not work on, because I have a target. Don't do both of the keys. I don't know if my network is not stable or what. So okay, it's now calculating. Let's just wait so that I will show you. If you did not like the video at the beginning, hit the like button and drop me a good comment. Tell me thank you if you don't know what to comment. This thing is taking longer than usual. Please be fast. So guys, that's basically the wrap. I don't know why it's taking longer, but you know where you started. Okay, they said it's like I'm online, so I've already done my task. Don't mind them. So this is the one that I finished doing now. Can you see that this is the one that I just finished doing, and this is where you are going to start. We are going to start tomorrow. We'll do this tomorrow, and we'll do this one next tomorrow. So that's everything for tonight's video. Do have a great day. Remember, this is the one you're doing. This one is already marked. That was yesterday's task. Bye.